this gotta go up on the brain. Oh my, oh, I forgot. I gotta do this. Do this.
Mm.
Oh.
Hey, y'all, come look at this. Come look at this.
Look, let me be right with y'all. This has got to go up.
I need to come on in. I think I want to pose a question. I want to see how many people wear panties.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, share that. Share that. Share that. Oh, we up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you be telling me that we be up.
I told you that.
Yeah, man. When, you know.
No, you don't listen to that as usual.
So we do some DOSS after dark.
Yeah.
Got to be heavy. Come on, this thing takes so long to load. There we go. They keep talking about these creators, like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. I'm gonna get some of these down here. I don't use none of that stuff.
Yeah, come look at this.
Yeah, come look at this. So I put welcome to the dark side. I was gonna put bitch, but that might have been too much. Let me get that. Yeah, let me get that. Yeah.
Well, let me tell y'all, this is how I know. This is how I know COVID is over, because when this thing, when live would go up, it'd be like 15 people just jumping in. Like,
we gotta go to work.
We was just lit. We was up all night. We was enjoying ourselves. Y'all done got super boring. Y'all done got super boring. Y'all going to these jobs. Y'all dropping kids off at these schools. This is sad. This is so sad. I promise you. As soon as this thing would say alive was up, it'd be like 13 people just jump in, just off of GP, Now we've been live a whole 3 minutes. Yeah, where are y'all at?
Listen, well, I know the regulars is probably down for the count. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we know that y'all said it was late.
Those dogs after dark.
After dark.
Steamy up in this joint.
Are we going
to have to wipe your glasses off if you got glasses. You just young?
Yeah, I'm sleepy.
No, ain't no sleep. We up all night.
No,
rest of the night.
What? You lying? Because you the main one.
What you talking about?
I ain't gonna hold it. I'm tired.
What is this?
I was in that garden all day. This is your dimple. This is your dimple right here. I was in that garden all day. I was in that garden doing my thing in that garden.
Yo, she coming crazy right now. She coming crazy.
That's how he looks.
That's not how I look. They looking at me right now.
And then with the dimple, I got the dimple. I got to do like this for the dimple. I was in that garden all day.
Why is your mouth twisted like that?
That's how all of the New Yorkers' mouths be twisted.
It's definitely not.
It is. Y'all mouths be twisted
So,
like
so
that.
I guess we're gonna lick the bus window in the second, huh? That's what that is.
You said that before. No, I've never said that y'all be licking bus windows. But y'all be like, you know what I'm saying?
And see, like, the people gonna be after you in a second. You better stop that.
No, they are not gonna be after me. And I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about
People's gonna
NYs.
be after us.
I'm talking about
I mean,
NYs.
I don't know if I can fight off the whole crew. I might be 3 or 4 of them.
Thank you.
They're gonna come in
Let's
force.
talk about this zombie apocalypse. You said that we're almost ready.
We almost ready.
Almost.
We almost ready.
What's gonna take for us to be ready?
Yeah, I got to know how to use some weapons.
Oh, what?
Shit.
I don't like fighting.
They gonna
I don't
eat
like
your
it.
ass.
I don't like it.
And-
I feel like
you
I feel
got a
like
lot of
we
ass
can
to eat,
have a.
too.
I feel like we're gonna be. Then I might like it. I feel like
you don't think
we.
you gonna like these bites.
I feel like we. I feel like I feel like I can get into their head. I get those glasses out. I could talk to those zombies.
You want the red glasses?
Yes.
You coming crazy.
I'm not.
She coming
I'm
crazy,
not.
yo.
I'm
You
not.
gonna talk to the zombies, huh?
I think I can. I think I can talk
How
to
you
them
gonna
a
talk to
little
something
bit.
that's dead and all they want to do is feed?
I'm gonna tell them about. We're gonna talk about. Hey, where does this feed and where's this desire come from? This isn't you. Let's touch bases. Let's touch
They
bases.
gonna chew your ass.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. All right.
They're weirdos, but
I'm
I
saying,
think that we
yeah.
can connect. I think we can connect. I think I can cook them up something that they might like instead.
Cook them up some.
Mm-hmm.
You know what a zombie is?
Yes.
Have I ever showed you an episode of Walking Dead?
No, I don't like to watch that. Are they? Would they eat?
Have you ever have you ever actually watched a zombie movie?
Of course, yes, several. 28
Which
days
one?
later.
28 Days Later.
The Fred, not dead Fred or something.
First that's a comedy.
Yeah.
Okay, 28 Days Later. So you
Yeah.
realize that was the rabies.
Yeah.
That was the rabies.
Yeah.
So that's probably just gonna be more like it ain't.
So
like
do
that
you
then.
think they're gonna try to eat Oz?
I was gonna get away.
Well, I'm gonna be like Oz.
You ain't as fast as Oz. Oz quick and fast.
I hope.
You saw when he was over here tripping, he started running around here. I told you he went out there and ate some mushrooms or something.
I
cat
hope you
was
didn't
tripping.
hurt his little paw.
Yo,
He came in from the front here.
That was his pimp walk.
That was not. No, that was not.
Nah, he might have got the
on
old
him.
girl cat before he pulled out.
I might have to go check. No, he didn't.
He
He didn't get nothing. What are you talking about? That cat never even comes out. And
I saw
Oz
the cat.
never
The
went
cat was in
in.
the window of the RV smoking, and Oz came out like.
Why would you even lie like this to yourself?
The cat was just later.
That was Lilith was not into that. Lilith was not into that. Not at all.
Boy, Oz blew Lilith
Not
back
at all.
out. He got a little something before she pulled out.
He did not.
Take this for the road.
Tomorrow, I'm gonna play this back for you tomorrow, and you're gonna be like, "Oh no, I didn't. No, I didn't say nothing like that." That's how I know you was laughing at that Corey Holcomb joke too. That's how.
Yo, I never heard that joke. It was funny though.
You heard
It was
it,
funny,
and you
though.
laughed, and you
I never heard that
enjoyed it.
joke
You
before.
enjoyed it just like you did tonight. Yes, you did.
I mean, I never heard that joke before.
We might as well kick it off because we've been almost 10 minutes, and it's just we talking to ourselves literally. Okay, we could stay in the bed.
Okay, listen. No, because this is your. Nah, you gotta do your thing. Come on now.
I said what I was gonna do.
Well, bust it. That ain't what you said you was gonna do.
Come here.
See. Listen, this is what turned to fans only. Only fans.
Only fans.
Only. This gonna turn into.
Yeah.
No, because then she probably go viral over that.
I hope.
Anyway,
So okay. So my question tonight is what constitutes a date? I had a situation where I felt like it was a date. My son told me it wasn't a date, and he was about no, he wasn't.
7,
What?
8.
No, he was like
10?
10 at the time. Yeah, he was 10.
All right, at 10, the boy knew it wasn't a date.
He
Go
was
ahead.
10. No, I feel like he felt like it wasn't a date because he didn't want it to be a date. He didn't want it to be a date. Like he did not want me to. Come on, it was Keon. Hello.
Okay.
He's
Not my mommy.
right. He did not want it to be a date, so it was not a date. But I got some great advice from a fellow coworker at the time who said your next interaction will dictate whether it will tell you whether that was a date or not. And me and the gentleman never had another interaction. So I was like, I guess that wasn't a date because, you know. But I just feel like it went really well. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. So I was just really kind of confused as to, why we were not going on a. And I mean, I went and bought an outfit for us for it to be an actual date as well. Like I really was banking on this being a date. Um, Still
That's
is.
just what I said. That's what I thought I said. That's what I said.
That he was a bully.
Who?
Who? That's all I want to know. Who?
Did you get his
Who?
beat? I'm sorry. We just seen a message that came up on somewhere else.
Who? Who? You are in every single way, girls, and you still are. You still are. Yeah. And you probably pulling others right out of their drawers.
That was in the admin window.
Yeah.
Oh, then I can't see it.
Yeah.
This is what y'all be doing in the
That's
admin.
that's what they do. And you know what? Ever since you said that, like a couple of days, I really have watched their conversation. I'm like, that is all they do. That's all they do is sit over there and gossip and
Yeah,
lie.
I'm about to bust a shot at them. They ain't even gonna post it though, but I'm still gonna do it though. Like, listen, man, all y'all doing is gossip over this motherfucker. Y'all bunch of
That's all.
y'all
That's all
bunch
they
of fucking
do.
sissies and punks.
That's all they
Now,
do.
yeah, talk about that.
That's all they do. Hey, that's probably your friend. He probably pulled up and he saw you.
Right?
He pulled
Come
up
on,
and saw
finish. Come on, we gotta
Okay,
finish.
so yeah, so I felt like we had a good time. Okay, so let me set this scenario up just so just so we're all clear. So this is what happened. I was dropping my son off at school, and let me tell you how I just manifested this moment. So I was really, really proud of myself. Um, so I was talking to like the gate, like the person that did. I don't call her security, but basically she handled like she made sure that people coming through the gate to drop off for actual parents and that sort of thing. Like she was an administrator. She was an administrator at the school, and she was she did like campus check-ins and that sort of thing. And so I was talking to her. She was just like, hey, I've been because at this point in time, I was like, I was doing my little workout and I was slimming down a little bit. And she was like, girl, I've been, seeing, you have some great results. And I was like, yeah, I'm doing, I told her about, me doing my own juicing and that sort of thing. And she wanted to sign up to get some. And so we were just like, chit chatting. And she was like, what are you doing as far as like, are you trying to date or, and I was like, no, at this point in time, I think I had been abstinent for maybe about 3 years, about 3 or 4 years. And she knew the guy that I had dated, prior to being abstinent. So she was like, you won't ever, see him. And I was like, no, girl. And I said, and I was saying, I was just like, you know what? Like, I'm to the point now because that situation was so, because it seemed like it should have worked out and it didn't work out. And so I said, I'm so far removed from that situation. Like I'd be open to dating. I said that. I said I'd be open to dating a white guy right now. Like I'm so far removed from that situation. And so my son was security guard, not security guard, safety patrol. And so it was time for him to go
He's
in.
police.
Yeah, he was police. And then it's time for him to go in and he was like, and he was like, he had the spelling bee that day. And so
I gotta read
he
that
had done he had finished, it was time for him to go into the cafeteria. So he was done with like his little posts because they switched off on some mornings. They had the post. Some mornings they were able to go straight in to get their breakfast and that sort of thing. Like they rotated. And so on this particular day, he was done with his people and he was ready to go into the. So he came back out. And because it was a spelling bee that day, we did like this whole. We used to have this badass handshake. It was just like it was a lot going on. We was hitting the folk. We was Wakandaing forever. It was a lot going on.
What?
And so yeah, it was really yeah, we did that first. And that was the last thing we did. Yeah. Yeah. And so
Yeah, y'all still remember that?
what our handshake?
Yeah.
No. No, we tried to do it the other day. We were totally lost.
Mhm.
So anyway, when he went in, I went to turn the corner and there was this guy who I had checked him out before, like a couple of times prior. He's really tall and so he's very noticeable, and he also drove a yellow Hummer, so very noticeable. And
Yellow Hummer.
a yellow Hummer.
First red flag. Go ahead.
Why is first red flag?
It's yellow.
Yellow is, babe, this is Miami. Flashy is,
Say no more.
yeah, come on. So so he had a San Francisco hat on, and I said,
Second
"Oh."
red flag.
I said, "Oh, okay, 49ers." And he was like, "Yeah," like he was like kind of like surprised a little. And I said, "Oh, my grandmother's from San Francisco and she was a big, 49ers fan. She loved Steve Young, like he was a huge 49ers fan." And he was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "Yeah." So, just was, like literally was passing him. And he said, "Hey, was that your son?" And I was like, "Yeah." He said, "I like that handshake that you guys do." And I said, "Yeah, actually, he's in the spelling bee today."
Third red
So,
flag.
why are these red flags?
One, yellow Hummer. I don't care where you at. Yellow Hummer.
Okay.
Two, 49er fan.
Okay.
Welcome to the gay bay.
Wow. Hey, Diamond. As soon as you said that, Diamond shows up, and she from California.
Diamonds and pearls.
She's from California.
So
Anyway.
she know how they coming down in there.
Anyway, no. Hey, Diamond. So, and why was it a red flag? Because he said that yeah, it was good. Yes, it was all involved. It was. We didn't go straight from the.
But you know what? You know what? They get it bad because he was 10, so he don't know no better. He was 10. You should, but it's okay.
No better for what? We didn't go straight into that.
It don't matter what was going on with this.
Yes, we went all around the world before we went back.
Huh?
Yeah, we ended with Wakanda Forever. That's what we did, bro. It was great. That's right, glowing up, sis. That's right. Tell them, sis. So anyway, he was like, hey, I don't know how we got to it, because on Fridays, what would happen was, okay, so as a councilwoman, on Fridays I would volunteer at the food bank. Like we all had to have some type of like charitable organization we were, doing some volunteering at. And I, of course, chose that food bank because, baby, I was not getting any type of assistance, and the food bank has always been great. You volunteer, take a couple of bags home. It is what it is. It's great. And so, I was about to go home and rest up before I went on up to the food bank. And so he was just like, he was talking about the 49ers, and he was just like, yeah, I already got a couple of buddies that are, they want to head over here for they want to head over here for the Super Bowl. They make it the Super Bowl. And I mean, and this was like a couple of weeks before the Super Bowl. So I was like, man, so you're wrong. Yes. He's from San Francisco.
His buddies in San Francisco.
Yeah.
They want to shoot down in Miami.
Yeah, if they had made it to, and they said, trying to put out my information. Oh no! When did this happen? When did this happen, Diamond? But thank you for checking in. They tried to dox her. Yeah, dox. DOX. Yes, DOX. Thank you for checking on in, sis. But so yeah, so he was like, yeah, it's going to get pretty crazy, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I hope you guys, pull it out. Like, I'm not really that big on sports anymore, but I hope you guys pull it out. And he was like, yeah, he was like, hey, I don't. He said, I don't want to be, too kind of forward, but were you headed anywhere? Did you want to go get some? Did you want to go get something, some coffee? So we literally were right across the street from a Starbucks. Their school was right across the street from a Starbucks, and so I was just like, yeah,
Hold on,
okay,
one second.
yeah,
I just realized. So we gonna get back to it.
yeah.
So Diamond, let me ask you something. You know who it was? Because if you know who it was, right? What we could do is we can bully him. Kind of like look, call him all kind of b words and things of that
Mm-mm.
nature. You know, and make him start blocking people. Because that ain't nothing but a bully move anyway. It's a sucker move too. But we chop it up about that later though. Go ahead.
Thank
I'm
you,
sorry, man. Because I don't
thank
like
you.
that shit. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, it is. It is. Thank you for sharing that with us though. But yeah, we're gonna get on that.
Okay,
I like this.
stop.
Stop. Let
No,
me
you got to
interrupt.
do the thing. Yeah, but I can't say on this platform. No, I'm actually saying on the platform. We
Oh, you can email me.
yeah,
Yeah, the email
yeah,
is still the same. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it
yeah.
back up here. So yeah, so we ended up we went to breakfast. I mean, we went to Starbucks, and we ended up like, okay, so first we got coffee, right? He got, I think it was like some new one out. It might have been like some uh it was some new almond whatever out. And so, oh guys, I forgot about this.
Forgot about what?
When I had my link out for my book. Hmm. Wow.
What do you do?
I was scrolling for my I have
Just
different banners
want me
here.
to type it in?
No. This is what I want you. This is what I want to put
Since you're gonna email after the live stream.
up. Okay, perfect. That is perfect. See, it's already done.
That's Cash App.
I know what it is. Thank you. You think, can I read? Hello?
Um,
Anyway, thank you. Anyway, so we went to Starbucks, and first we started off with coffees, right? And then he was like, I'm kind of hungry. Do you want to get something to eat? Like, I'm kind of hungry. Like, we were there for hours. We were there for like 3 hours, like legit. And I was like, yeah, okay, sure, let's get something to eat. So we got something to eat. So we're there. We're still at Starbucks now. It's 3 hours in. So he was like, hey, did you want to grab some lunch? Like right now, so we started out like literally like at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's now like 11, 12 o'clock. And he's like, hey, did you want to go get some lunch? And I was just like, well, kind of like, you know, I was like, we don't have to. And he was like, no, no, like let's, if you don't mind, I'm really enjoying the conversation. I said, yeah, me too, honestly. He's like, yeah, it's a great pizza spot down here. I know the owner. Let's go down here and grab some lunch. And I was like, okay, what have you. So we went to the pizza spot. And so we're there. We're now there for another, 3 hours now. We did pizza, we did some wings, we did some salads, we're enjoying ourselves. And so he had already got my number after we were at breakfast. He got my number, and he was just like, yeah, I definitely, I don't know what your plans are for the weekend. Usually, with the kids, or are you busy? And I said, well, on the weekends I usually don't have my kids. You're usually with my ex-husband. And he said, oh, you have joint custody, and it was like, yeah. He's like, how's that going? Because he was freshly going through a divorce himself. And I just, told him that yes, worked out pretty well. We've been divorced for some time now. And so he was just like, okay, if you're not busy. And he said, not this weekend, but next weekend, definitely I'd like to get together with you. And I said, okay, cool. So he had already got my number. See, he already got my number after we finished breakfast. This was before we even went to lunch. So we went to lunch. We literally left Starbucks. We walked down to the other spot. We went, we had lunch, and then we went to go pick up our kids together. Now, let me tell you something that happened that I thought was very interesting during the walk down to the during the walk down to the pizza restaurant. No, pizza restaurant. We ran into one of his neighbors, and I knew her too because her kids went to school with my daughter, and so, but it was one of his neighbors, and so, um, she was like, "Hey," like you could tell it was like a hey, like wasn't it? Like yeah. It totally was. Yes, it was like that. And he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna just say Christy for lack of, remembering her name and not wanting to kind of, expose too much situation." And so she was not. No, she was pretty cool actually, but she was from New Jersey, and so
cool.
and she was cool though. She was from New Jersey. Mhm.
Home, like they got a factory. They just pump out Karens.
They do, they do. And man, her family was low dead, but yeah, they like literally did. They just came down and bought the house next to her. This house was like almost $1 million. They were like, "Oh, missed you coming up for visiting." They just came down and bought the house next to them. Crazy. But at any rate, she was like, "Hey," like you could tell she was questioning. He was just like he got totally in front of it. He was like, "This is Courtney." Like, like, "Hey, this is Courtney." And I was like, "Yeah, I know her," like, so she was like, "Hey," it's just he was just like, "Yeah, we're gonna go to lunch." And it wasn't like one of those, "We're gonna go to lunch, or you coming?" He was like, "Yeah, we're going to lunch, and then we're gonna go pick up the boys." And so I was like, "Oh, I guess." Like he was making it so that, like, "Oh, okay, this is what we're doing." And I was like, "Okay, like, interesting. Like, okay, cool." So we go to lunch, and the conversation, ensues. And, like I said, it was just really good back and forth. I felt like I gave him enough opportunity, or a lot of opportunity, to kind of just, share his background, and how, and he enlightened me because his last name is Lynch, and he enlightened me of where the derivative of this whole term came from, and how it kind of got turned over into being such like a a an aggressive term. This he gave me like a little
Was he
history.
related to John?
I don't know if it was John, but it's basically he was like telling me that the reason why I got termed as something so negative is because um basically the person like hung his own son, and that's why the term became, that's where the whole, they were like, "Oh, he
Really?
lynched him." Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a very, very interesting.
I never knew that.
Yeah, it was
First time I
very
ever heard that
interesting.
stuff.
Yeah, it was very interesting. He gave me some very interesting history. And it was like the worst thing that you could do, in the fact that he did it to his own child. And so it's like, yeah, so lynching someone, it wasn't like that didn't always, that became synonymous with the act. And that's literally where it came from, a name, not from this being like, old English type of
Interesting.
uh explanation. So we go to, we finish up at lunch, and as we leave lunch, we run into someone else. And it was the same energy. He was just like, "Hey, this is Courtney," introducing me, and just kind of, really kind of like propping me up a bit, if you will. And so we go pick up our sons. He says, "Hey, definitely looking forward, gonna call you." And when I tell you I never heard from that man again, I never heard from that man again. I barely saw him. Like, I saw him like two more times, maybe with picking up the son. And
Did he speak?
when I saw him, it was
Yeah.
like, no, he was driving by and he was late. And I just made sure, like, I didn't want to feel like I didn't want to feel like I was waiting for him and hanging out, waiting for him. So
Mm.
I just went ahead about my business, and because I live still in the neighborhood. He would come back and forth basically to collect his mail, but he no longer lived in the neighborhood.
Mm.
He just kind of would come back and forth, to drop his son and to pick up mail and that sort of thing. Because, like I said, he was going through a divorce. So, oh, but what happened was, I remember. Okay, so the following weekend, right?
Wait, let me ask you something.
Yeah,
How fresh was he from off that divorce?
he was literally like months, like maybe 3 months,
So they still going back and forth about the kid?
maybe. Yeah, it was their only child.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you. See, you didn't tell me this when you told me the story before.
I think I had. Remember, because I told you
Nah.
that the girl from work looked him up, and that's what she said. She was like,
Yeah, but
"Oh, he
what?
might just be fresh." She said anything less than 5 months, even it's just like
Nah, it ain't got nothing to do with
gas.
nothing.
Excuse
Listen,
me?
nah, will you stop that?
No, I will not. Come
Listen,
here.
listen. Word got back to old girl. That's what happened. Trying to tell you. And he still got to go back there and get his mail and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needed that to be kind of like a smooth. Let me get mine. Let me get up out of here. Word got back to her. Like, she got a big old butt too. So you better nip that in the bud,
Well,
or
okay.
Nanny gonna be raising your kid.
Well, listen. So the next weekend, right, there was an event at my at their school, and I just felt like it was kind of like the perfect event. I felt like he was going to show. So y'all, I had bought like the dress that I had bought for us to go on our date with. I wore it.
I'm going to get my water. I'll be right back.
I wore this dress, and it was just a really cute like little baseball type dress. It had like the little pinstripe along the side. I was just feeling my best, okay? And I had my makeup done. Like I was just feeling super cute so that he could totally, because I didn't have my kids that weekend. And so I was feeling super cute to the point where I felt that he could totally just be like, "Hey, do you want to go? I'm about to, drop him off at his mom's. You want me to, you want to go get something, that sort of thing." Like I thought that this was going to pan out this way. So come this event, the son does come. The little boy does come, but the little boy came with the mom. And I ended up also working alongside at this event because it's like a school carnival. So at the same carnival, but at a different station, was, remember, the neighbor of that he had, right? And so she was like, "Oh, you look really good. Like, what are you doing?" And I was telling her, "Yeah, I've been, like working out, and I'm on this like, juice fast, and I'm not eating fried foods, and like I was just going through with her the whole regimen." And she was just like, "Hey, whatever happened with you?" And da da da. And she was just like, "You guys look really good together." Like, and I haven't seen him smiling like that. Like, like he was really like, he was happy to, kind of be out with you. And I said, "Yeah, I explained how it just kind of, how the whole situation just came about." And she was like, "Well, so what's going on with you guys?" And I said, "Honestly, I kind of don't know." And this was like maybe about 30 minutes before the little boy comes in with the mom. And so, like, it was my first time ever like realizing like that's who his mom was. And um I didn't feel any type of way because it wasn't like he had introduced me to the little boy, but it wasn't like, it wasn't like, oh, it wasn't like, okay, this is Courtney and she's gonna be coming around, or it wasn't like it was like literally I just met him at the school. When he was picking up his son, or when he dropped off his son, it was like that sort of thing. It wasn't like odd. So it wasn't any like weird exchange between me and the little boy or the woman or anything. And so but I just knew, like, it was just so weird because I just knew that wasn't the way that was supposed to go. I felt like, where is he? Because he was supposed to be here. And, he was supposed to be here and we were supposed to be going on a date after this, So it had been, like I said, it had been 2 weeks. So yeah, so I went to work that Monday and I was explaining this to a couple of coworkers and the female one was like, let's just dig into all of his history because she's just like, let's make sense of what's going on, and the money is got to add up, like for us to even make sense of why we even care. Okay, that was her thing. But the guy was like, hey, we got to figure out if this guy is, if you should be pursuing this guy, or we have to see why this guy has stopped cold in pursuing you, because yeah, it sounds like y'all had such a good time. So I'm this type of person whereas I snooped a little bit, like I would go on his social media and check up for him and look out for him and stuff like that. But no, I wasn't gonna call. No, I wasn't gonna do anything like that. So, but yeah, we never went out on another outing. Never even like we never even had that opportunity for an exchange again. Like it was never another time where he was just hanging out at the gate. All of that just seemed really, it seemed super organic for it to not for nothing else to happen. But I felt like it was a date. I felt like it was a date, and I don't know. I think that we ate, he
What's your
paid.
question? What constitutes date?
I was about to say he asked me out. I accepted. We ate. He paid. And we made plans for seeing each other again. So it didn't
Okay.
happen,
So
but he asked me out, and I accepted, and we
he
went.
asked you out and said, hey, like, okay, so let me ask you something.
Yeah,
If I say,
we
hey,
did. We did.
I'm heading down if you don't stop it,
No, no more.
I'm heading down to the, to whatever. You want to come through?
What is that? I'm heading down to the whatever. It's you
I'm
tired.
just saying, no. What I'm saying, like,
I'm about to
because
tuck you right
I
in.
don't drink coffee, so I'm not. You're not going to a coffee shop.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, you might say, "Hey, I'm headed down to go get some pizza."
all right, yeah, yo, I'm going to get a slice.
I know you getting a slice. I know you getting a slice, baby.
So, like,
One thing about this one here, he gonna get him a slice.
You see me eat one slice.
He gonna get him a slice.
You see me eat one
Everybody,
slice.
it's like it's
Oh
mandatory.
no, I bought the pots for what was that?
Yes. Yeah, it was a couple.
Okay,
and you had me get that nasty cocoa bread from there.
I ain't first of all, I ain't tell you to get that cocoa bread.
Should have been illegal. Should have been illegal. Should have been illegal.
First of all,
they need to be shut down.
What made you think that you was gonna get good cocoa bread out of there anyway?
Well, it's because somebody wasn't telling me where I could get some good cocoa bread. Nobody was telling me nothing. Nobody was telling me nothing about nothing.
Anyway,
I still ain't got no.
Okay. Anyway, if I say yo, I want to get a slice, you want to come through? Like, what's up?
You want to come through? You call me on the phone? Is that what it is?
No, we standing right here. Like, yo, I'm going down the block.
Okay.
Get a slice. Would you stop?
No,
we just met. Don't be kissing me. I don't know you like that.
You better.
I don't know you like that. Don't be kissing me. So look, you what? All right. So look, you want to get the slice? Am I asking you out when I say that?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I'm already heading in that direction though.
It doesn't matter. And he wasn't.
We don't know that.
No, he wasn't. He was going back. Like I said, I was going the one way. He was going back the opposite way.
But he said like I'm going to get a bite. You want to come?
He didn't say that. No, he
said, do you want to go get something to eat?
No, he said, hey, did you want to go get a cup of coffee? Did you want to get a cup of coffee? Want to get some coffee? And I said, well, yeah, okay, I'll go get some coffee.
You did it like that?
Yeah.
Not a date.
It was
not a date.
It was a date.
Yeah.
It was. Why?
Because you did that.
What is that?
That's what you did.
No, but I'm saying, what is that?
That is.
It's saying that this is. slice of cocoa
See,
bread.
now you look like you about to
Let's
go
go
lick the
get-
window.
Let's
Why?
go get some slice of cocoa bread. Just because you say that, then that means it wasn't a date. I'm still trying to figure out why it
I
wasn't
don't
a
know.
date.
Feel like y'all was stop. Feel like y'all was just hanging out.
We were just hanging out.
He was killing some time.
Okay. Yeah, he was killing some major time. And he was using me to kill time.
No, I think what happened was I don't think he
happened?
intended for the breakfast, I guess,
Yeah.
to last as long as it did. And at
And
that
it
point, it was
did.
like, damn, I gotta get little man anyway. I might as well hang around. Yo, what you want to do? He killing time.
He was not like Will was want to do. He wasn't like none of
Yeah,
that.
because I mean,
He was engaged.
Yeah,
with
because
me.
he ain't cool and he ain't smooth. So he was
It
like,
wasn't
oh,
his.
would you like to hustle? Would
Wow, he did not even say it like
you?
that.
He had a yellow
He did
Hummer.
not.
And
He
from the
sure
gay
did.
bed.
He
From the
sure did.
Yellow Hummer gay bed. He was
He
probably
had
like,
a
you
yellow
want to go
Hummer.
get some lunch?
He wasn't.
Hmm?
He wasn't. So why do you think that I would be sitting around with somebody who said, you want to get some lunch?
Because you was sitting
No, I
around.
wasn't. I wasn't. I want to end this live. I'm done. No, I'm serious because you're not even listening to what I'm saying.
No, but he was
No,
killing
you're not
time.
taking me
It wasn't a date.
Okay.
Listen, I'm telling you, and at the end of the day, I'm telling you what happened. Word got back to old girl, and she said something like, yo, you bugging. Like, she probably accused him of cheating with you while he was married. Some goofball shit. And to keep the peace, he was like, you know what? I can't.
Yeah, because it wasn't even like that. But he said that. I mean, like I said, I felt like because he did say he wanted to see me again, and and I had the Alicia Keys line. I said, I look a little different outside of my drop off clothes. He laughed. He said, I bet. We had really good dialogue, and I felt like it was
Okay, so I told you like
stop.
that
Can I put you on?
no, I'm about to end the live now.
Okay.
Listen,
You have nice arms.
thank you. That don't mean it's come on, it's just weird, man. Okay, so look, I mean about 19, 20, something like that. Somewhere around there, because I was still in the Bronx. So we had trying to think what the hell was going on. All right, so who's this chick? I was standing in front of the building, right? She was walking down the street, whatever. Somebody I know, like that I've known for years. Like we kind of like walked together. She wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't doing nothing. So I said, "Yo, I'm going to the Chinese restaurant. I'm going to give me some wings, and some fried rice, and some."
Oh, I want all of that.
Yeah. So I'm like, "Yo, you want her?" She's like, "Yeah." So yeah, come on, it's on me. So we go get some food, whatever.
Yeah.
Some takeout, right? So we in front of the building, we eating.
Yeah. Okay,
right?
that's just weird.
What do you mean that's weird? What are you talking about?
That's just weird. Y'all eating.
I think it's weird that you hopped in that yellow Hummer. But,
we didn't hop in the yellow Hummer.
Y'all walked?
Yeah, like literally, it was right across the street.
Okay, so the Chinese
Starbucks
restaurant is
was
right
right
down the
across the
street. So what's weird that we ate in front of the building?
Yeah.
Well, how is that weird?
Cause like y'all was sitting around on the stoop just eating some food? Nah.
We do this in New York.
I don't do that though. That's
It's
weird.
Okay, so don't go. Like I think it's weird that some random white dude picked you up at your son's school.
You don't think that that's weird? You're just saying that for the sake of because of the fact that I said it's weird that y'all was chowing down some foreign.
But listen,
meat,
so
street meat in front of you.
Really street meat.
It's street meat.
We went to a whole building to get this. Like it was a whole restaurant.
They got it off the street. I promise you, baby. They got that off the street, baby.
You seeing this from Miami? That's like home of the street meat.
No, New York is definitely home of the street meat, and Philly is like for real. Like I've seen what they do with bread. Come on, like this happens in the city.
Can I finish my story?
Sure.
Right. So we finish eating, and I'm like, listen, what you doing? She's like, I ain't really doing nothing. You know, I was heading home, whatever. I was like, nah, let's hang out. She's like, all right, whatever. So I went because we had this is back in VHS days, movie rental. So I went and rented a movie. I don't remember. We went upstairs, watched the movie, went back outside, chilled, hung out, all this stuff going on. Now we spent pretty much the whole day together. That's not a date.
Wait, no, Diamond Princess. This was not my ex-husband. This was literally another parent from my son's school. No, we don't I don't have no dealings with my exes. None. None. Besides, yes, besides the kids. That's it. I've never spent any amount of time with my exes.
So let me ask you something.
Outside
So
of
I paid for
children.
everything. I think we ended up. I think we got something to eat again. This was sandwich. We got some sandwiches from.
Well, that was nice of you. Yeah, I think it was a date.
So that's a date? How
I
was that a
think it was a
date?
date. I think it was a date.
Nah, that's
Well, no, but okay, but let me tell you this, babe. First of all, this was different. This was different. This was a grown man who's a
I
millionaire.
wasn't grown.
No, you're 19. You're still a
I might have been 20. I might have been 20. I'm
You're
not sure.
still a teenager. This is a grown man, and I'm a grown woman, and this was, we dropped off some children at the school, and he asked me, hey, like he didn't know me, like he didn't know me, like how you and this person, like there was some familiarity, like you said, you knew it from around the way. So so even with knowing each other, there's some kind of understanding, like that's what we do, we chill, you know what I mean, we hang out. There was none of that.
No, this is not somebody that I hung out with. Like, we knew each other.
But you knew each other from around the way, and like you said, this is what y'all do. Y'all eat, y'all eat street meat. Y'all.
You stop calling it street meat. We did not get it off the street.
That y'all know of. But you know what I'm saying? Like y'all ate on the stoop. Like it was y'all was doing some things that y'all do. You know what I mean? Like it was just some familiarity there. There was no familiarity.
But that's because that's just New York stuff, though. Like it's nothing that walk past. You can see somebody eating food on the stoop.
Trust me, I know this. I've seen how y'all eat and walk and like for real. I've seen.
All right, so I mean, like that's not.
But I'm saying that
me and her never shared a meal before.
Even with that, there is some understanding. Like with this was like a whole new, like this was a getting to know each other, and I think that's what dates do. Like you.
No, I mean like it was best if I know about her.
What were you trying to get to? Because dates to me, like they're done with some intention.
Nah, the intention was I was beat, she was beat. We might as well be beat together.
Beat.
Bored.
Wow, I've never heard that term for bored.
Never.
Beat means tired. It means dragging ass.
I mean,
beat means tired. Beat has always been tired. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like when we were on this hanging out together, we were getting to know each other.
Okay.
Yeah. So there were things that were happening throughout this, time that made me feel like it was a date. And I felt like the people in my life, mostly men, boys, who said it wasn't a date were because they didn't want it to be a date. I felt like it was a date. I felt like it was a date, and I felt like I thought it was a good date until, like I said, I never heard from him, so that's just what it was.
Okay, so what constitutes a date?
I think again, it's the intentionality of getting to know someone. Yes, he paid for us. There was some interest expressed.
So let me ask you this, right? Mm-hmm. Come on, you coming like Oz right now. Seriously.
Oz is my cat. Our cat.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. Do you need like all three of these things that you just named for it to be a date, or just one?
All three of what things? So let's be clear.
You said intention.
Intention, yes. Interest,
interest,
yes.
and wait, what was the first one?
That was the intention. What's the first one?
So
Interest,
what was the
and
second one?
he needs interest, and he needs the male needs to
Oh,
pay.
he needs to pay, right?
Yeah, absolutely,
So okay, so what if
Mhm.
he just paid for it? Well, I mean, pay for it, show some kind
Absolutely.
of, but the intention is not there. So,
How would I know? The teacher looked like
but
it was there because
I mean, again, his intention was like, okay, so maybe he didn't expect breakfast. He might have just been being nice, like, hey, he's a gentleman.
that's still being nice. Okay, so this again goes down to another statement. Like I mean, goes down to another we it's another
Okay, well,
question.
let me ask
What
you this. So no,
would
his
you really just be being nice? But because I could tell you, I've worked with some dudes, like literally worked with them, and they knew me, and we come to work together every day. And honey, we go over to Wendy's, and I ain't doing nothing but ordering $1 back when baked potatoes used to be $1 at Wendy's, and I'm ordering $1 baked potato and $1 frosty, and they look at me like, where that $2.25? Like it ain't. These Miami dudes are cutting from some different cloth. They don't be
okay,
being
but you just
nice.
said he ain't from Miami though.
No, he not.
All right, then, so he from Frisco.
Yeah,
So they may do
from the
things
Bay.
different.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So it might have been a situation where you said the spot was like right across the street, right?
it was.
So he might have been over there about to give him something like, listen, you want to get some coffee, some, and then he didn't expect for it to last as long as it did. So when it did, it's like, damn, it don't make no sense for me to go all the way back to wherever the hell he came from,
Yeah, he
and
lives
then have to
across
come
town.
back
Yeah,
to get little man.
yeah.
So at this point, he's just killing time.
But he's killing time. But we don't have to. He don't have to kill it together. Like he don't
Why
have
not?
to spend because okay, that's where I feel like the interest and the intention comes in. Because
Yeah, but the intention, if the
this is
intention is
what
just to
I'm
kill
sure.
time,
This is what I'm sure of. Had I would have said, you know what? Let's just go back to my place. Let me get these knees sturdy.
that's a different ball game.
Hey, no, it's not.
Nah, that's a whole
No, it's
different ball
not.
game.
No, it's not.
No, 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 no,
Because
no, no, no.
no,
Listen,
it's not.
first of
Hey,
all,
NC worker.
first of all, let's be very clear. Let's be very, very
Let's be
clear
clear.
about
Let's be
something.
very clear.
Okay?
Let's be
Once
very
you
clear.
say, hey, let's go back to my place,
Yes.
oh, there's some trim involved. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a game changer.
But does that now constitute a date?
Nah, this is kind of like, I'm about to get my thing wet.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. So what would constitute a date on your behalf, or up to you? Because I'm telling you, the all of those three things on mine were present. So where are your prerequisites for
Yeah,
saying
but
it's a
you
date?
don't know if the intention was there.
The intention was there because again, this went on for 7 hours. I don't. There ain't no way you were spending that type of time with somebody if you ain't. That's what I'm saying. That if I would have said in between, hey, let's just go back to my place. I can cook up something for you real good over there.
Nah, game changer.
The intention is still because that's what the intention might have been.
Because now the intention might have been let me kill some time. That intention is like, get some skins.
I still think the intention, the amount of time spent. NC worker, what do you think? This gentleman and I literally spent 7 hours together. And this has been an ongoing discussion ever since this happened 4 years ago. What is that? 4 years ago? Yeah, 4 years ago. Five? No, Keon's 14. It was 4 years ago. Yeah. It was 4 years ago. So ever since this happened, this has been an ongoing discussion. Some people say, it wasn't a date. Most of the people that have said it wasn't a date that have been men. Women have unanimously said it was a date. So I want to know, what are your thoughts? Was it a date? We spent 7 hours together. He paid for a few meals, including coffee. We started with coffee. It started with coffee. Then he paid for
Coffee's
breakfast.
95 cents.
No, it wasn't. This is Starbucks. It sure wasn't 95 cents. I sure was not 95 cents. He paid for coffee. He paid for breakfast. And then we went to lunch. He paid for that too. And like I said, there were just too many gaps throughout the day where he could have said, hey, okay, see you later. This was fun. And like I was ready to give him a couple of outs with that. Like I really was. And that just didn't happen. He kept, kept talking, kept wanting to chat. You know, asked if I mind, spending some more time. He told me several times he really enjoyed the conversation. He was enjoying himself. I don't think you're doing all of that if you're just trying to hang out. If you're just hanging out. I think maybe at some point, maybe in the beginning he thought, okay, this is just gonna be coffee. Like you said, he wasn't expecting for it to last as long as it did. But at some point in there, it became a date. Like we were enjoying each other's company, and we were dating.
If
we were on a date.
If I don't say, hey, listen, I'll take you out.
That's what Keon said. That's exactly what Keon said. So you're agreeing with a 10-year-old.
I mean, hey,
that's what Keon said.
I guess
Keon
the boy
said,
was wise beyond his years.
Did he say it was a date? And I said, why would he have to say it's a date? That's what it was. And you know what the first thing he said to me? He said, did you spend all day with that guy? And I said, yeah, we were together the whole time. And he said, oh. And I said, yeah, it was like a date. He said, it wasn't a date. But did you spend all day with that guy? Yeah, we spent all day. We literally spent all day,
Listen, me and Keon don't agree on a whole lot of stuff. Sometimes we do agree.
No, because y'all are both haters.
How are we hating?
Yeah, y'all are
First
haters.
of all, I don't even know this clown. That's number one.
First, why is he a clown? This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is how I know. This is how I know. This is how I know.
Oh, great handshake.
It was a cool handshake, and it wasn't just this and this. Devon, it was a lot going on. We was around the world with it. We was sucking it. We was rocking it, baby. Me and my boy was rocking
it. Anyhow, listen.
You want to get some street meat? Y'all want to get some street meat? Let's get some street meat.
Why you doing it?
That look like a rat tail to you? Kinda. It's good though. Sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's really not. See, this is why you run around thinking you want to date me now.
We're gonna get some sandwich. You know what I do know? I ain't been on a date yet with this one. We whole married. I ain't been on a date, not a date. I ain't been on a date.
Didn't I take you to the movies? A couple times.
You did take me to the movies, but I had a date.
Yeah.
What kind of intention was going on? Was that a date?
The first day was a date. What are you talking about?
That was not the first day. The first day was you coming to the cafe.
Yeah, that wasn't a date.
Yeah, it wasn't a date. I didn't think about the movies being a date. Was that a date?
Not a date?
It was a date, wasn't it? Well, because
when I specifically we standing on the corner while your man was had you all over there shaking and stuff.
Why do you keep always saying that? He did not have you on the shaking.
Let me tell you something.
I held up. I was sign holding.
You want me to tell what's going on?
I was like a rain girl.
Exactly. You want me to tell what's going on?
No, because you're always wrong with that. I was a rain girl.
And you just said you was like a rain girl.
Yeah, I was.
When rain girls, what's the purpose of a rain girl?
To keep
What is she wearing?
To usually like a bathing suit or a bikini. I was.
Have you ever seen an ugly rain girl?
No. Yeah.
Have you ever seen one that wasn't like physically fit?
No. Maybe looking good.
All right then.
Yeah. So what does that matter? That's what I'm saying.
What does that matter?
Yeah, he didn't have me on there doing that. That is what
Did I tell you before I walked over there to the corner? Did I tell you what happened with the young boy?
Yes,
all right
that's
then.
Still, what are you saying? All right then, like that's proving your point. Like
it is.
He had me out there. He did not have me. You know, like
whose idea was it?
Mine. I've always told you that. That was my idea.
Yeah.
Hello.
Anyway.
Yes.
When I came over, when I walked over there, and we was talking, I said, "Yo, so what are we doing tonight?"
Yeah, that's what you said, and that's why I told you, I had to get these children
back home.
Yeah.
You said, "No, the kids got to be bribed." I said,
they said they got to be bribed.
I said, "Let's go to the movies."
You did not say let's go to the movies. That was my idea.
You said, "Why they like movies?" I said, "Let's go to the
that's
movies."
what you said.
We send them off to their little movie theater, and we go to ours. That's a date.
No, and we didn't. I would like to have seen the movie.
Okay,
I was kidnapped from the movie.
That's not true.
It was totally
That's
true.
not true.
It was totally true. Somebody said, let's get out of here. Let's get out of
Really?
here. We get some street.
Yo. Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Listen,
Let's
first
get
of all,
out of here right now.
I might have like I gave her no what you go to? I gave her
No option.
no option
Yeah, it
to
wasn't.
say no. It was like,
Yeah.
look, what are we doing tonight? Like you rolling.
Because
What's
I
up?
said
Like,
I
what
was
we doing
going.
tonight?
I was going home. I had animals to tend to.
The animals wasn't going nowhere.
They were and they did.
That was holding captive. They wasn't
They
going
were.
nowhere.
They were.
Please, Lightning was over there with the cup. Cling, cling, cling.
No, that would have been odd. That would have been. I was about to say odd. That would have been cloudy.
Cloudy running
was
around,
good to
peeing
me.
on everything. Cloudy 7:30. Listen, if you know, you know. Cloudy was 7:30.
Anyway.
And then,
Pretty Penny Benny was good.
he had no choice.
Stormy
The
was
cats kept
good.
jumping.
Stormy was good. Lightning was okay when Cloudy wasn't influencing her. Anyway, I had a whole little mini pet store at my home that I had to get back to.
Anyway.
But yeah, that was a date. It was
okay, so that was a date.
But it was. But I feel like the same. I feel not like the same, but I feel like me and the guy, it was just like a
okay.
line.
So, I'm off that. You talking about you ain't been on a date with me?
Okay.
What about the trips to the buffet?
Those aren't dates.
In Tucker?
Those aren't dates.
In Tucker?
No, because I think they were all my ideas.
Okay, so you took me out.
Yeah.
Who paid?
I think sometimes like you paid. Then that time I forgot my thing, but I ended up having my card connected to the phone, which was a lifesaver. Because you were telling you were smoking about smoke lighting up your mouth about to pull out of the parking lot.
I was going to get the card.
I know, but I had it in my phone. But you was like, I hadn't left yet because I was lighting this mouth.
Lighting that mouth. Because I was about to.
You don't need.
I'm about to make that thing float on the highway.
You don't need to.
I was going.
We had already gotten all the street meat that you needed.
See, you know the street meat stuff. This is talking about.
Well, anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
I think it was a date. I still say it was a date. I still think there was intention there. I still think there was interest there.
So what do you think happened? I think word got back. You know, the one that you knew, his neighbor, went back. It's like, yo, you about to lose your man's and your son because she's swooping in. I think word got back to her and she hollered at him and that stopped.
I do think that some of that might be true. Or I do think that maybe it was like maybe it's just like, it was just like, it's not worth exploring because I'm just kind of not in a place where I can do anything serious here, And then I think maybe a little bit
what do you
that
mean
too.
not doing anything serious, like a relationship?
Yeah, he was thinking that he wasn't going to do anything in a relationship.
Did you say like, listen, I don't do the date thing if it's not?
Yeah, but I had said that all throughout breakfast. That's why I said at that point in time, like Duke could have cut ties and let everything kind of float the way it's going to flow. And then I felt like too that if I would have said, hey, come on, I literally live 2 blocks up from the school, come on back.
Courtney, I'm trying to tell you,
Let's get it popping.
What dude it is?
Yeah.
You say, let's go back to my place. That's a game changer. I don't care what his intentions was. That shit's out the window. New game plan, new intentions.
Why would that be out the intentions? If the intentions would have been, because we had this conversation the other night, the intentions are already to get some trim.
Yeah, but that might not have been his intention. That might not have been what he was in searching for or in. Did we just freeze? Oh, that might not have been, what he. This is not what he was intending to do. His intentions was get a cup of coffee. I'm hit the road.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
you
say
say
went hours.
No, what I'm saying,
that.
But what I'm saying is like, say during breakfast or whatever, you say, look, why y'all getting coconut? Look, listen, it's mad expensive. I'm a cook. I burn. Let's go back to my place. It don't matter what you said prior or what you're gonna say after. Once he hit my place, it's like, oh, he turns into Tommy. I got the draws. Yeah, that's what
So
happens.
I think a part of that was that expectation. And um if we had, perhaps it would have been a second date. But with the fact that it wasn't that, I think no matter what, his decision was made after that first date, after that first interaction. I was the only one thinking it was going to be another date.
Well, I'm gonna say this: if he hung
And I
around,
really
if he
did.
hung around for 7 hours, even if he was just
It
killing
was 7
time,
hours.
even if he was just killing time, y'all was together for 7 hours. I mean, it was a good day,
It was a great day.
and I'm pretty sure he had some fun, and it was the interaction was good. But like I said, I mean, like unless he say, yo, let's that you stop it.
No, I'm
But
not.
it's weird. It's
Why?
because you coming like
Stop,
us.
tell me stop telling me that I'm coming like a cat.
You are.
You better stop.
All right, well, I'm gonna come like a dog and just lick your face.
I don't like that. This is different.
How is it different? Because you doing it?
Because I'm nuzzling, babe. I'm just nuzzling.
No, listen, the only
It's
time
a
I want to
little
know is when
affection.
we naked.
It's just affection.
All right, well, this is how dogs for affection. They lick faces.
That's just weird.
That's just weird. Anyway, if you don't say specifically, yo, this is a date, or the word date doesn't come up, or
I'm thinking that there have been some situations that I have been in, and they were dates, and they just weren't specifically said, "Hey, this is a date. Can I take you out on a date?" Yeah, maybe it was said. Okay, I don't know. I just felt like I didn't feel like we were. I thought we were doing more than just hanging out. That's for sure. I didn't feel like we were just hanging out. I felt like we were actually spending some time. There was some interest expressed. There was some intention that was shared. There was opportunity that was explored. And like I said, he had several. There were several times in those 7 hours where, he could have absolutely said, "Hey, uh, hey, I gotta get going. Thanks so much," and it would have been still all good because, like I said, it was coffee. That day didn't owe me nothing. It was a Friday. It was a Friday. Like I said, that day didn't owe me nothing. And yeah, I just thought that we'd be. I thought we'd be kind of seeing each other again, and you know, I'm still surprised to this day that there was no more interaction after that. Like, because the things that we talked about, the different, like, kind of the type of dialogue we were having, it just, everything flowed. It was really beautiful. It was really beautiful. And he was like, "Man, this day I wasn't, I can't believe that, it's this time." He's like, "Man, talking to you is really easy. This is good." And I was like, "Yeah."
What are you doing? What is
Yeah.
that?
I was like,
Now
"Man,
your mouth
yeah."
is twisted.
It's not even twisted. I'm putting my head to the side.
So your whole neck is twisted.
It was like great. It was like, it was just like I said. I felt like, the vibe was there. The vibe was there. The energy seemed matched. But yeah. I think that, like I said, his
And it's
decision was
1:30.
made.
Like, I ain't gotta get up in the morning and go do this house.
Well, we've been on for hours, so it's time for us to get off anyway.
Yes, it is.
But so
Yeah.
I still said what my three were. I don't think you said what your three.
Three what?
What constitutes a date?
I
You
only
just
need
said
one.
the person saying it's a date.
Yeah, that's all we need
Okay.
the one.
So that's our daily dose of DOSS after dark. We were trying to see who else would be interested in a slumber party one of these days, but I don't know if y'all were gonna do that.
Slumber party.
Yeah,
Who
y'all
we
not gonna
slumbering at?
hang. A virtual slumber party.
Oh. Wait, we just gonna be on a live sleep?
No, we wouldn't be sleep. Nobody sleeps at a slumber party.
You can't-
Party all night.
Who?
Who? I'm guys. I gotta tuck him
All right,
in.
so
It's after.
wait. See,
I gotta
you
tuck him
talking
in.
about some all night
I gotta
party.
tuck him in.
I mean, only all night party.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what you
interested
say.
in
That's what you
is,
say. That's what you say.
and
And you always do
you
this.
can't have a pillow fight on YouTube. You can't. I'm taking this shirt off
Why?
because
I like to rub it.
no,
It's so soft.
I feel like you're using me for my fabric.
It's so soft, baby.
No, you turning me into a fabric whore.
Oh wow. Wow. Okay. All right, so we have to go bang bang.
Bung bung.
So unless they say it's a date, it's not a date. Unless they spend 7 hours with you and take you through 3 different meals and they drive a yellow Hummer.
What time does the slumber party start?
The slumber party will start at 11.
And then till what? Like 7 in the morning?
Yep, it sure would. That's what it would be.
You said 11?
Mm-hmm.
That's 8 hours on. You won't be on for 8 hours?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I just thought about something.
What?
I'm gonna tell you. Knock it off.
This is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we're gonna do. If y'all want a slumber party, send hit up the Cash App.
And
Because we're gonna have to pay to go up to the next level on StreamYard anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hit that what's that? The website.
P4R.today
Yeah,
is
we
the
need y'all to
website.
hit that.
Please.
We're losing our ratings on that, which is crazy.
Please pick up a subscription. It is just a mere $16.19 for the whole year of Village Voice newsletters. So
I told you about the Village Voice in New York, right? Free
yeah, you
newspaper.
did. You did.
I don't think it's free no more though.
How much is it?
Like $1.
Oh, okay. We're still